J-Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Putting on that lip gloss, getting it nice and juicy for you. Got my girl Kelly Lee in the building. What's up, Kelly?
Hey, Jay. Hey, Chad. Hey, guys. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Glad to be back. Definitely.
Me, Jay.
Yeah, we got a good show lined up today, as always. And we're going to talk about relationships. What is it that women want out of a relationship from a man? What is it a man is looking for?
Okay.
And also, we're going to play some funny little clips that people have sent me throughout the week.
Right.
Instagram. So anybody come across any funny or interesting videos, you can send it to me on IG. It's right. Oh, I thought it was there. There we go. Right there now across the screen. JAYMOOREREVIEWS.
Right.
And, we'll go through them and play some next week. So could be you.
Could be you. And just to let y'all know, Jay be surprising me with the videos too. So I don't know them before we all see them together.
That's right. Get real, authentic reactions, fresh, real. There you go. There you have it. So
do what we do.
That's right. How was your week so far?
It's been good, Jay. I've been keeping up good energy. I went to the movies yesterday with my son, and we saw Thor: Love and Thunder. And I'll give you my take in Discord.
Okay. What's a quick take? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
There's no thumbs at all, Jay.
So what? Is neutral? Is it's not good or bad? Or what?
My favorite part was the credits.
Damn. When it was time to go, that's what you like.
Yep, that was my favorite part, the credits.
Okay, well, definitely ain't in no hurry to see that one.
Kendall.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Kendall. Samara, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, Samara.
Definitely appreciate your support and glad you came. As always, I know a lot of people used to us coming at 10 o'clock. I know we're going to try to switch it up a little bit. Kelly wanted to come on and let's see how it goes. So
yeah,
we'll try. We'll see how it go. I know a lot of people got to get used to the time change this time. So we'll see how it works out. So this week, the main topic we'll talk about, we got a couple of topics, but the main one we're going to talk about is what do women want in a relationship from a man? All right. So I guess it depends on the age of the lady and her circumstances and backgrounds. But on average, what does the average woman want from a relationship with a man? Now, you tell me a quick thought about that, and then I'm gonna play a video about something that a woman said. So go ahead. What are your thoughts about what most women would think? Of course, you got rich women, older women, younger women, but the majority of women, what are they looking for?
So I'm going to try and be as general as I can, but yet specific because it is. I think women want love, and circumstances push them in situations to want money and sometimes confuse the both. But at the end of it, we really just want love.
Okay.
Circumstances make us put money first.
Okay. I'm gonna play this post or share this post that this woman posted, and you tell me your thoughts on this. I agree with where she's coming from. I don't know if I would use the word focus, but she does have a good point that I have noticed, and I'll play the clip. Or to share the post. So it says that this woman is going viral for explaining why some Black educated women aren't married.
Okay.
She said, why do so many Black parents encourage their daughters to only focus on books and not men while in college? Meanwhile, other groups of women are getting married fresh after college, while most of us are graduating with debt, a trash job, and ending up at 30 with no man in sight.
Oof.
Now, what do you think about that? I can tell you my thoughts on this as well.
So I agree. I agree, right? However, I think our problem is that we don't create balance. So it's one or the other, right? And yes, what are you in college for? To get an education so that you could pay off the debt, as per what she was saying. However, we do need balance, because you do get out of school and then your priorities kind of glitch, where you think that you don't need a man, and then you start to accumulate responsibilities for yourself. That's when a lot of stuff gets jaded, because we don't create the balance from early on.
Mm-hmm. I also think Black women are raised to be independent in America, and I don't need a man. I don't need nobody to do this, that, and the other. So they try to do everything by themselves under the moniker of strong Black woman, which you don't have to do all of that. It's not nothing wrong with having somebody with you in your life. And I think a lot of Black men are raised to think, I don't need no woman, or I ain't trying to be tied down, or it's good to have multiple women. So they're not thinking about settling down, because that's going against everything that they're hearing in their life, whether music, friends, or whatever the case. And so that's why this situation happens more, I think, in the Black community than in white or Hispanic, because they are looking at it as college is the place to get an education, but also you can meet that significant other that's actually about something. They go into college, so they'll have a good job. You know, you get to know them and things of that nature. And so they look at that as another option available in school, whereas Black folks look at it as, well, I don't want to settle down. Either you're a man, it's too many girls to pick one, or the girls thinking, well, I don't need that man. They ain't about nothing, this, that, and the other. I could do it on my own. And I think it's self-sabotage in a way to make your life harder as a Black person, in the sense, because now you're trying to do everything on your own. And you end up going through life struggling either by yourself, or you could have all the things that you wanted, but you by yourself because you don't trust anybody.
Right. You accumulated all those bad habits, so you're struggling emotionally, even though on paper you may look like the perfect candidate, but on the inside you are struggling.
Right. And I don't know how many white women or guys that I met that was in college married at like 21, 22, already married. And I used to be like, wow, how did y'all get married? Like, I didn't understand at that age. How did you meet somebody and get to the point of getting married so soon, so young? In my mind, I was like, it's so many women out here. How you just pick one at this age so fast? All I've been taught is try to get as many women as you can while you're young. So, like, how are you doing this? I didn't understand, and so it was about the upbringing.
Right. I remember once we had a chat in Discord about this same topic here, and you were saying that it definitely, in the other communities, they do get married early. Our community is the only one that you see we struggling to get into these relationships later on in life. But when you do look at the Hispanic and the white communities, they are fuel to get coupled up, married early, They also think about network. They think about how the union is going to benefit just not only the two people, but the families. You know, they have a full different perspective on it, as opposed to us when you're thinking that you're raising this independent woman who's going out there and she's taking all these responsibilities that she don't have to have for herself. And then it turns into the jaded perspective. And then it's like, well, I don't need a man, or the standards for having a man are unrealistically high or just unrealistic, period. You know what I mean? Because the balance wasn't created from the beginning. You know, you're not raising children to, like, you know, with my son, he knew from since he was a little boy, I'm raising you to be a husband, to be a father, to be a leader, a provider, and a protector. From since he was a little bitty boy, he's been hearing that, and I'm fine with creating the Jedi because it's really the foundation that I'm setting, right? So if I had a daughter, I would let her know that I'm raising her to be a good woman, a wife. So she has that, you know, mentality, that perspective in her head, to not grow up and look at a man like, oh, you can't do this for me, oh, I'm doing this, and then get it skewed that she only wants money. Because we had this conversation in Discord too, Jay, that I think when women go after money, they allow themselves to be in abusive relationships. Because once you get in money, you got to do things according to the terms.
Mm-hmm. That can be true.
Mm-hmm.
And, you then, if you going for money, you could be just another object that person has also.
Right. And you got to settle for the terms. It's not like if you're looking for, you know, financial security in a loving relationship, because all of that, you know, encompasses a good relationship. If your sole focus is money, you got terms. Whether you only going to last for this while, whether you're going to be a part of how many other women in the harem, because he could afford it, you know, and you're going to have to do what he wants you to do. You're going to have to comply when money's on the table, or else you ain't getting none. And what you do, you jump to the next person who you think is going to do it, but you're going to have a different set of rules.
Right. And that can be hard to try to find somebody to maintain a standard of living that somebody else was providing.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of times you might not find somebody to maintain that standard of living. And so were you really there for the standard of living or for that person? I mean, then that could make, on the flip side, if that person providing a certain standard of living for you, but they were doing it because they cared about you, and you was only there because you cared about what they can do for you, you can make that person feel used and really not like you and want to be bothered with you. You know.
And men and women, so I'll say people who have money, we're not talking about, we could talk about rich, but maybe not wealthy. That's a different tax bracket, right? But people who have money, eventually they are going to look on the side of their money. So if you become a liability, then it's a whole dead end scenario. You know what I mean? Exactly. Nobody wants to feel used. So you put yourself in a situation where I don't know, Jay. I hate it when we get into the perspective of I'm going to use you for money, because at the end of the day, I'm going to look at my checks and my balances, and you're going to be a liability. And at that point, you got to go.
Right. And it ain't always got to be about a rich person or something either. You know, this person may be living with their mama, and with you, they got their own place now. They the queen or king of their castle with you. And, you know, they may be riding the bus everywhere. With you, they in a car, a nice car, whatever it may be, whether it's a Chevy Malibu or a BMW, whatever the case, they doing better than the CTA, the bus, you know, standing on that bus stop in the snow. So, you know, they getting picked up, dropped off at work, kids getting picked up, dropped off, all of that stuff. That's a higher standard of living than you having to get on the bus and standing in that little dirty snow and getting up early and trying to leave late and early and all of that. It's a lot riding the bus and stuff. And And if you living at a certain age and you still at your parents' house, and you got kids and other stuff, you know, that could be very strenuous. And now they could lay up and be a slob at your house, then they may look at that as a come up. So
exactly, because your lifestyle is definitely an upgrade than theirs. And I mean, that's a boo. So I think we definitely, you know, my thing, you got to upfront information, right? We got to upfront a lot of information to our kids and to our loved ones to let them know that, listen, we need this balance. Because the minute you set out to use somebody, forget it. You're going to end up getting the shitty end of the stick.
Yep. They may think they end up coming up, but in the end, they the ones that look bad, you know, because you using somebody, and it's gonna come back to haunt you one way or another, you know. Now, one person, I'm gonna play this clip right quick. I know you love to have all this information up front.
Yes.
So this guy got a issue with his thing. The doctors diagnosed this man with rare eggplant deformity after cracking his penis during sex. It says that an Indonesian man with rare penile condition called eggplant deformity, following an injury he sustained to his penis during sex, and caused his penis to swell and turn purple.
Ooh.
It's a rare condition that usually happens when a penis is erect and experiences blunt trauma
To the tissue.
Right. It can happen when it slips out the vaginal area and bends against the genitals. So you was riding it too hard, came off of it, and when you came back down with that thunder, it broke it. What?
With the thunder, Jay.
With the thunder, she dropped it down with the thunder, bent it in half, broke the dang ding, and now he really got a dangling because it's dangling. It ain't no dingle, it's a dangling. They say in severe cases, it can swell and block the urinary tract. If left untreated, the deformity can cause impotence and permanent results. The man went to the hospital after his penis was swollen and uncomfortable for 4 hours. He toughed it out for 4 hours. He told doctors his penis is swelled after he had sex with his wife. During the encounter, he felt a crack in his penis. Then his erection went away. He couldn't ejaculate. He still tried to ejaculate. Hold on, I put in too much work. I still got to get this out. And then his urethra started to bleed.
Ooh.
Wow. It says
he took 4 hours of that.
I know, right? When doctors examined the man's penis, they discovered a hematoma or blood clot that went from the tip to his scrotum and ruptured urethra. Damn, that's a big ass blood clot. They then
literally.
I know, right? Damn. They then prepared him for surgery. The doctors had to slice his penis open to pull back the outer skin to repair his broken urethra and erectile tissue with absorbable stitches. They also cut open his scrotum to drain the hematoma they found during their exam. Following the surgery, the doctors tested the patient's penis by giving him an artificial erection.
What?
I guess they brought in.
I've never heard of that one. I hope they didn't probe him, Jay.
They gave him a 5-finger discount during his 5-day stint at the hospital, and the next 21 days at home. They told the man to pee through a catheter they had inserted into his urethra. During his checkup 4 months later, the man told doctors he was happy with his results and that he could have sex and ejaculate with no pain.
Jeez.
Woo! So would you need to know this story happened?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes, and more. Yes, Jay. Absolutely.
Woo-wee. That was a hell
Right
of
at
a
those
story.
sheets.
Yeah, I know, right?
I want to know about these things. I definitely want to know. I want to know. I want to talk about it. I want an explanation because God forbid something go wrong.
Woo-wee. That is something else. Would you be as the wife? What do you think? You think she feeling bad? What is she thinking on this?
She broke it. She should feel bad.
Boy, she definitely broke it off. She talking about I'm gonna break you off a piece of this. No, no, no. Let's
She
keep it
broke it
together
with the
tonight.
thunder.
Right, let's keep it together tonight, baby. Don't break off a piece, please. I need a whole piece. Do not drop it hard. Yeah, you rode it too high. You got to get down. I know they say get up on the high horse. Get on the low horse, please.
She should feel bad, and he should blame her, but just a little bit.
Boy, woo-wee.
I know, but 4 hours, Jay, immediately from when it started to go crazy, I'd have been like, let's go now.
That's because men are dumb, man. We really don't like going to the doctor or hospital. You gonna have
But
your
nothing.
I know your damn ding ding hanging off by a thread. You talking about? Hold on, let me see if it go down. Let me see if I can ejaculate. What?
But Jay, remember when we had that conversation? It leads to say, like, women, we have our annual pap smears. We go to the doctor. So we are accustomed to addressing maybe, issues that we may have. Y'all barely ever interact with your doctor on that level. So it's like, I'm going to try and sew it back up. I don't know.
Let him lay to the side. He gets tired from time to time. Let me give him a minute. Hold on. You okay there, blue boy?
Exactly. So
it's over there dying from lack of oxygen, turning purple over there. It's okay. Let me rub some water on it. Water is the cure-all.
Put some hot water, put a hot rag on it, and let it calm down.
Right. He trying to dip it in something. Let me dip it in this Easter egg dye. Hold on, man. Even the color out, it might work.
Black people, you got to drink some ginger ale or some tea or something to get on better. Mm-hmm.
Man, my mama told me green tea will fix anything. Hold on. This is what we had back in the day. Let me try a little green tea.
Right.
I poured some down the pee-pee hole. Maybe that'll help you get there faster. It's like it's like a green tea enema. Reverse.
I'm done, Jay. I'm over it.
Yeah, that's the lesson of the day. If somebody riding you, you need to hold on to them hips. Don't let them just get away and fall off the horse. They might plop back down crooked.
Right. Don't try to break it.
Like this and then
Not the probe, Jay, not the probe.
Right. You thought you was having a good old time and dang, boop. Oh, that is going to mess up the moment for sure. Woo! I don't know, man. I'm thankful that ain't never happened to me. Thank God.
That's good. That's real good.
I don't know what I would have done. I would have had a heart attack. I would have had a heart attack.
Listen, it's funny because a girl told me that years ago, and I was looking at her like, come on now, you can't break it. What's wrong with you? There ain't no bones in there. You can't break it. And she was like, I swear to you, it was broken. He knew it was broken. I knew it was broken. And I'm looking at her like, this girl don't know nothing. I guess I didn't know nothing.
Yeah, it ain't no bone in it, but it does become a bone. And you don't they don't want to break that meaty bone. That's a meaty bone.
Oh my goodness.
Meaty bone. They look like that meaty bone. What was that? Some commercial dog food. Don't break that meaty bone, please. No. Yeah, that would definitely be a herder. That definitely would end that night. Straight up. All right. I got another thing, another clip I'm gonna play, and it's this guy, and he said that ladies can create unrealistic expectations and standards for men that do not exist. Now,
Okay.
Carlos Miller is a comedian, so let's see what he has to say.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas be out here creating super niggas in their mind. They don't even be looking at the niggas right in front of them. That's the difference between men and women. We see who here. Right. Women down here think it's a unicorn nigga with long dick and a lot of money and a weekend house, and this nigga write poetry and draw and he's a thug and he fight and lift weights and what? You crazy? You gonna meet this nigga with a lace front on? Okay. I'm tripping though. What he said, man? That nigga, they want that nigga to have everything. Let me be out here creating super niggas in their mind. They don't
Play it
look
again.
at the niggas right in front of them. That's the difference between men and women. We see who here. Right. Women down here think it's a unicorn nigga with long dick and a lot of money and a weekend house, and this nigga write poetry and draw and he's a thug and he fight and lift weights and what? You crazy? You gonna meet this nigga with a lace front on? Okay, I'm tripping though. What he said, man? That nigga, they want that nigga to have everything.
All right. So, what you think about that, Miss Kelly?
It was getting some water.
All right.
Yes. I agree, Jay, in certain senses now, right? I do agree because it's like, I can't get over the lace front part. But, maybe sometimes women should think about what they really, really, really want and have it in a realistic scope. You know what I mean? And I think first that involves you getting some time to know yourself, right? Thinking about the things that complement you, because everything is not going to be the same, right? Thinking about things that's going to complement you, that you want, that you feel like you need to be satisfied or fulfilled. And then, but these unrealistic expectations are for the birds, both from men and women, Jay, because, men be having them now because, Pornhub University and all this good cheerful stuff, they be having these unrealistic expectations for us as well, Jay.
But that's more obtainable to get a woman to do some freaky stuff than you want a dude that can fight, got a job, got money, got all the cars, funny, can do all this, got a six-pack, can do all these. You want every box. A lot of ladies want every box checked. Like, where is this dude? And then, like, what make him think he gonna want you? That's why he say you got a lace front. You struggling, but you think this guy that got everything that you could ever imagine is gonna see you and pick you out the crowd like Cinderella. That's
Jay,
these princess stories that ladies love as kids. They think they're gonna be somebody's princess, and the frog gonna turn out to be the greatest catch of all.
we need a provider, the leader, provider, and the protector, Jay. Those are the requirements. Leader, provider, protector.
My alarm was going off.
Yes, the leader, the provider, the protector, Jay. That's what we want.
So back to what we were saying about what women want. What do women put like the top priorities in there, or is it certain things that's a deal breaker? So say he a leader, a provider, and protector, but he can't do certain things maybe that
like what?
I don't know.
Give me an example. For instance.
Okay, so for example, of course, being funny but serious, he a 2-minute brother. Your eyes closed immediately, but he's a leader, a provider, and a protector. He don't protect too long in the bedroom. He got 2 minutes of protection. That's all he needed on is 2 minutes. And then he could take the protection off because, you know, the party's over. But as far as all that other stuff, what? He's a leader, provider, and protector. Why would it 2 minutes matter?
Jay, the 2 minutes is going to matter, Jay. And you know, it don't take much for my eyes to close down. So... No, Jay, if he the leader, that means he can't come in 2 minutes. No leader ain't doing no work for 2 minutes, Jay. Come on.
So he got to lead in every aspect. He got to lead in the what? How long he need to lead them draws?
More than 2 minutes, Jay.
Panty draws.
More than 2 minutes, Jay. Come on now.
But
you
what does
you
that
don't
have
want
to do
no
with
female.
But what
You
does
don't
that
want no
have to
female
do?
tapping out in 2 minutes too.
No, but we talking about what the ladies like. Men are a lot more simple, and women don't tap out because they ain't doing nothing but laying
Jay, that's not how that guy broke his joint.
She did. See what happened when you move too much? No, I'm just playing. Ladies, I'm just playing. I know that ain't all laying there. But anyway, how does that have anything to do with leadership? I'm just wondering. Because
you got to govern the bedroom. If you're not governing the bedroom, then it's a problem. And she's going to find somebody else to deal with that case, Jay. Hold on, let me do what you do. That's it. That's the answer. Final answer.
So then you need more than a leader, provider, and protector.
Yes. There are a lot of other things that, you know, go with that whole boom, boom, boom. Hold on, Jay. Let me cough. I've been struggling with my allergies.
It's all good.
I've been struggling with the allergies, guys, and not P-Valley allergies either.
I hear that. Truth be told, said that man needs some milk if he got 2 minutes less.
Exactly, he needs some milk. Get this guy some milk.
Right, vitamin D is the problem. All right, so say that's okay. So that's one issue. Let's say he got some type of health issue where he may have diabetes or leptic or all kind of little things that are serious.
All we gotta do is front loaded, Jay. Front loaded so that I can know if I want to deal with the problem. If I have certain problems, I need to front load it so that you can know if you can deal with this problem. Okay. If you don't front load it, then you're going to put me in a situation that I'm going to end up seeing it, figuring it out. And then you're going to blame me for making decisions that I have to make for myself. So best you get it up front to let me know and let me deal with it.
Ladies, let me know in the comments what's a deal breaker for you.
Deal breakers.
Yeah, let me know what some deal breakers are in the comments. I'm trying to think because I don't know what may be a deal breaker for a lady.
My first deal breaker, first and foremost, is poor communication. If you can't communicate effectively, we have history. Everything is in the past. It's done. It's a dub. It's not going to work. Poor communication, because then that means you won't tell me things for me to make proper decisions.
But can a person get better at communication? Would you give them a chance to get better or no?
One chance, Dave. One chance. One chance.
My
bad. One chance. One chance for me to see that you're willing to grow, not just one cut and dry situation. Okay. But I need to see that you're willing to grow. Because if you're not willing to grow with good communication, I ain't the one for you. I can tell you that for a fact. I'm eventually cut. I'm going to leave. Because I need to be able to put understanding in a relationship. I need to be able to see with you, right? And if I don't see that up front, what can we do? So look, for example, with Tressa, she said bad money management, right? Mm-hmm. If you give me some sort of inclinations up front that you had issues with bad money management in the past, I may be able to say, well, I'm actually great with money management. So we could put a team together. I'm not going to take no man's responsibility on his money, but we could have a team. We could do it through teamwork. You understand?
Ain't no woman tell me what to do with my money.
Right. So I ain't trying to, I ain't trying to take your responsibility, but I can assist in you growing to be financially responsible, because that weight is not too heavy for me. Now, if you don't have no money to manage, it's a different story. You know what I mean? But communication, once you realize that you really want to deal with me, then you need that, because we can figure anything out, to me, in my perspective, if you communicate effectively with me. Because if I don't know, I'm going to find out for you.
Okay. I feel you on that. I agree. Kendall said if all the boxes are checked and he deficient in that 2-minute area, I'm not just walking away. I'm sure all the other parts work fine.
Sorry, Jay. I gotta learn to have a dainty laugh.
I wanted to catch you on surprise. Yeah. He can lick that sauce.
I'm done.
What if he talk like, no, I don't believe that either. I can't do that either, baby. But I got.
So done. I'm so done.
Cheryl said, I would be too scared to be intimate again. You can't feel that way. I get it. But just take your time. And if the right person come along, then, it shouldn't feel so bad. Or, I'm trying to think of the right word. Uncomfortable, rather.
Right. Say, for example, you do have the 2-minute, right? And we can communicate about it. When I realize, whoa, is this a habit? Like, what is this? If we could communicate, then we could probably work through it. But the minute we can't communicate on issues, it's a dub.
He might come and get you, hey, baby, baby.
No, Jay.
Feel better.
No, Jay, that's a no.
Now, Tressa says somebody that's all talk but no action.
Yes.
I'm about to start this business, though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got a rap career. I'm working on this. I've been putting these rhymes down for 30 years, okay? When they come out, I got enough material to go platinum 10 times, baby. I'm just waiting to get all the ducks in a row. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start this other car detailing business. I'm about to start a barbershop. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm 52, but I'm about to blow. I've been putting these plans together for the last 40 years. You understand? Ain't nobody put that much time into their plan. That's the thing. They don't forget the plan. They plan to forget to fail with the plan, and they failed to put it, you know what I'm saying? Right. You can ride this wave, baby. You know what I'm saying?
No, Jay, that's a dub, an ultimate dub. Or even worse, what about a situation where you meet a man and he says that, or you express yourself, you say you want a relationship, he agrees, however, his actions are not conducive to that, promoting that relationship. You know what I mean? He's talking about, I'm, going to be here and do this, but when his actions are showing that he's disconnected, he ain't really about what he's saying he about. No woman wants to deal with a situation like that either,
Okay. Tressa said weekend fathers. That might not be his choice, though.
Right. But you know what? Communication is going to convey that this is the situation I'm in. Suppose he got a horrible baby mother that he trying to, keep at bay, and the weekend is a safe place to be, because he don't want that baby mother messing with you, messing with the family, because there's some women out there that are very vindictive, and they can make the new woman's life a living hell. Right. So communication is going to let you know if he is just being forced into parental responsibilities, or it's the most conducive situation for him to be effective as a father, because it's two different sides. You know what I mean? But communication, Jay, is gonna cipher all of that out.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Any situation you throw at me, I can tell you how effective communication can create understanding to deal with it. I'm sure anything you throw at me, I can tell you how effective communication can smoothen it out.
Yeah, I'm big on communication. To me, that's the number one thing I need in a relationship. Yeah. Because I need to be able to talk to you about the good as well as the bad. I need to be able to talk to you about uncomfortable things, whether it's good or mistakes I made, you know, stress, all of that stuff. Need the understanding, and with good communication, we need to be able to laugh together, just as well as cry together, and also have understanding. And I think if you got really good communication, it'll solve everything in a way. Yes. You know, hey, you may be with 2 minutes, but this little vibrator here, this French tickler over here, I get that up there working up there for about another 45 minutes to get you where you're going. I've been who the hell that spot.
I'm done. The jackhammer. It's over.
Right.
It's over now, Jay.
Like,
oh no, not the probe.
The doctor is in.
Oh gosh.
For anybody wondering, this is just an air pump.
Hey, why you told him that, man? You should have kept them wondering.
I know. What is
don't tell them what it pump up, Jay. Don't tell them what it pump up.
I ain't gonna tell him that. I leave that to the imagination. Pump up a little thing called a cherry. Nah. And that was like really close to the answer too.
Right? Mm-hmm.
But anyway. So
yes.
Let's go to the next clip.
Okay.
All right. So, where is that? I had a couple little things over here. All right. This right here is crazy. I never wanted to be in this type of relationship. And when you are in this type of relationship, you do some of the dumbest and petty things out of spite. The person makes you forget who you are. And I did have one person that almost pushed me to doing some stuff I would never do. But I'm glad I got out of my life before I did stupid stuff. So this guy goes to take his car bumper back after his baby mama put him out. Let's see.
Your baby mama put you out, so you take back the bumper you bought her.
So he paid to put a new bumper on her car, but since you put me out, I want my bumper back.
Where you gonna carry the bumper? Where you gonna carry
it back, bitch? I'm about to get my bumper money back. You about to ride with no teeth.
He got a boot on. He got a boot on his foot. He can't even walk right. He's so vexed. He taking the bumper off, mashing up his foot.
And the police sat here and watched him.
It's his bumper. He got some damn nerve.
Truth be told, once he attached it to the car, it's now part of that car and it's no longer his.
Exactly, it's hers.
Yeah, just like if you come to somebody's house and you install whatever in their house, it's now a part of that house as a fixture. You can't just go taking it. It's no longer yours.
He took that bumper back for real. What you gonna do with it? How much money you gonna get for the bumper?
I'm about to take this back to the junkyard, get my $75 back, bitch. You about to ride with no teeth in the front of your car.
Listen, I could imagine that's exactly how you sound.
I know. When you was with me, I had you riding with some stuff covering up your car teeth. Yup, your teeth wasn't out. You had a lip on your car. Yeah, you ain't gonna get used to that standard of living with me, riding with bumpers and shit. Hell no. Trying to use me? This ain't no bumper car, bitch.
Damn.
Bumper back. Pull up to the bumper, baby. Not you.
Oh, I'm done. Oh my gosh. I could imagine, Jay. That's exactly how he sound.
I could never in my life do that. Because
He's
now
so
you
mad.
making me feel like a bitch. You
He's
making me
big mad.
feel
He
like,
big mad, Jay. He
yeah,
big
yeah.
mad.
That makes me, see, I don't like to lose. And if I do that, I feel like a loser and you won. Because now you could be laughing, telling your girlfriends and filming me. Look at this weak ass nigga. He done took the bumper back, petty ass. That's why I'm glad
Exactly.
you're gone. All you could
Exactly
do
what
was
was done.
put a bumper on my car. You couldn't buy the car. Couldn't put gas in the bitch. Couldn't put no food on the table. Nigga trying to get a bumper. You can't even wear 2 shoes right now. Your ass better get the step it. You all you can do is kick it with that old RoboCop boot ass Negro. You better get up out of here, RoboCop.
But look, this is what she did though. She did video him, and look, it got up all over social media that he got a boot on his foot, ripping the bumper off the car. Come on.
I know, right? He can't even kick it.
I'm done, Jay.
Got RoboCop on the walking the beat with a bumper, and the cops let him take the damn bumper off, man. If I was the cop, I'd have been like, dude, you can't take that bumper off.
I'm wondering, like, why the cops let him take off the bumper though?
I know, right? That's crazy.
Yeah, why didn't let him take the bumper off? Like, I just don't get it.
That was petty on the cops, man, to let that happen. But I guess they figured they didn't feel like taking him to jail. So let him take that damn bumper. He gonna probably throw it in the grass somewhere, carry a big ass bumper trying to get on the bus. Hey, let me get the bus pass. Let me get that transfer, bro. They're like, you can't get in with the bumper. Also, with this bumper discrimination week, huh? This bumper discrimination week. Why? Because the bumper black. It was about to get painted next week. White.
That's
what?
right. That's
What?
right, because it's black, right?
Bumper discrimination week. That's that bullshit. Let me put the bumper on that bike rack in front of the bus, bruh. You got
So what
that
he gonna
bike
do
rack?
with the bumper though? What he really gonna do with the bumper? Why he? I agree with you, Jay. I'm not gonna let nobody draw me out to that point and then full embarrassment afterwards. Like, come on.
No, you can't make me look like the loser or the beggar or the sad sack over here. No.
Time out, Jay. Time out. Everybody in the chat, hit the like button, y'all.
Definitely.
Hit the like button.
And also super chat. I see other people.
Subscribe.
Y'all don't love us no more. What's up? Spread love the Brooklyn way. Come on.
Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Come on.
Trying to keep these lights on. The lights going out over here.
Let me see the lights going out, Jay.
Lights going out, and it ain't because somebody nice is over here.
Yes, smash that like button. I gotta show us some love.
All right, this is a serious question. Cheryl said, what if the medical issue happens during marriage? Would you leave Kelly? This is a really good question. I got an answer for it too, but go ahead.
No, I wouldn't leave. If a medical issue happens during marriage, if I make the commitment in marriage, you got me for life. So no. And then that means I would be going through the problem with you.
What if the marriage wasn't going good when it happened though?
Sorry. Sorry. I don't even know how that happened. My bad.
So you would leave if the marriage wasn't going good?
Can you hear me, Jay?
Yeah, we hear you. You can't hear us, I guess.
Oh.
I hear you. You can't hear me.
I can't even hear you now. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
All right. While you do that, I'll do this while she's got technical difficulty. All right. So Cheryl, that's an excellent question. And it's very difficult. So if the marriage was bad, I have seen somebody in a marriage that was bad and medical issues happened. And when medical issues happened to the lady, the guy wasn't really there to help her and be there for her. And then a couple years later, because they were still together, when medical issues happened to him, she was there helping him and being there for him. But the relationship didn't get back together or repair, but she was there for him during the marriage. Now, I don't know what that means in that regards, because they wasn't sleeping together or really in a good spot in the marriage, but they stayed married for the kids and other things. And she did help him and be there for him while he was having his problems. But when she had hers, he wasn't there for her. And she had hers first. Now,
I wish I heard everything you said, Jay, but I'm getting the gist of it.
Oh, okay. And then also, I know some people leave. Like when I was working in the healthcare industry, so many people I came across, at least about almost 10 people that were injured or in a group home for different reasons. Once they had those issues, medical issues happen, their wife or their girlfriends left them. These are all guys. All their girlfriends and wives left them. One guy had a big house. He had a daughter and wife married for years, and he was in a motorcycle accident, and she was gone not too long after that. She left him, and that was really messed up. And then, you know, I know personal people and personal experiences where people have done that. So if you have somebody, like I had a friend that was in a car accident when we was in our 20s, and during that time he used to try to sleep with everybody he could and cheat on his girlfriend, but she would always be there for him. And when he was in that hospital, she was there wiping his face and getting him everything he need and there every day. And I told him, I'm like, man, you should keep her, man. She's there for you. I would stop messing around. And he couldn't wait to get out of there to try to be back home again.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and they didn't stay together basically after that. So
exactly, because she nursed him back to health, and then he was just doing the do. But I think that
hold that thought 1 second. I got Nisha Hummingbird came through with the super chat. Thank you very much with the $5 super chat. Kendall came through. Here you go, Jay. With the twanky. And Samara came through as well. So you guys definitely came through. Y'all wasn't on that bangarang.
No bangarangs tonight.
No bangarangs tonight. Let me play a video for y'all right quick, and then let me get to Kelly.
Jesus Christ. Who's your friend? Oh, do you find me sexy? Oh, look at my titties. Oh, my titties! Ah!
Jay, I'm done with you. Oh gosh, I'm done with you.
Oh, my titties! My titties. Oh, you find me sexy, or do you? All right. Now, Tressa said, if you leave, that's like begging for bad luck. Okay.
So, once again, with communication and understanding, right? I had a situation in the past where I was with someone and I got injured, and that person could have left me. And I know what it felt like, even though it was uncomfortable for me, for somebody to be there and nurse me back to health,
Oh, so that was sweet.
Yeah, I know what it's like on both sides to be decrepit and have somebody not leave you, because I mean, Jade, I felt like that for years, Right.
So see, in my situation, somebody did leave, so I know what it's like to be the left.
Okay. Like, I would never want to feel that way. However, as long as you could be reasonable, you know what I mean? So say, for example, like I caught the end of what you were saying with the woman that, she didn't leave the marriage, but she kind of left the marriage in a sense, but she still honored that person in the relationship. If it came down to something like that, then with communication, we'll understand. But if you in a marriage, you make that loving commitment to someone, I don't think that well, what would be the reason you up and leave? Like, I don't get that part. Like, why would you leave the person at their weakest or most vulnerable? What would make you leave that person?
So that means that they weren't really there loving you. They loved what you was about or what you was doing for them. Like when I was in good shape and riding good and able to do all these other things and stuff, then it was great to that person. It was, you know, but then when I wasn't able to do that for that time period, then it was no longer of interest because they were in it for everything else and except for really caring about me.
Right.
And so you don't really sometimes know that. And I will say maybe the person doesn't even know that sometimes until something happened and then they realize, well, this is more than I planned on or more than I bargained for, or I'm young, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I didn't want to be in this situation. So I could see how a person could, you know, leave. I'm not going to say it's good or bad because, I mean, each situation is a little different. But nobody wants to be the one left, I'm sure.
Right. Especially if you think it's a loved one, and that person is supposed to be there for you through thick and thin. If we're talking about marriage, you know, this the vows, it's within itself. That's the description that you sign up for. So, you know, why? I mean, if you love somebody, I don't think that you would leave. So I agree with what you just said, Jay, in regards to that person. That person could have had a whole different perspective on the relationship. And that's why it would be easy for them to leave. Like, we got to figure out a way.
Yeah, like you were fun to be around. You made me laugh. We went all these places and drive and do this and that. And now the dynamic has changed and you no longer are able to do all of that right now that I want. Maybe you could again one day, but they're not trying to wait and find out. They like,
they didn't love you to begin with. That means there's just no love. I don't understand it. Let's figure out a way. Like, I'm squirmy, right? But I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get the best people in there to help me take care of you. That's it. I ain't leaving, but I know there's certain things that I can and cannot do. But I'm gonna make sure you get 100. So if I'm at 30, I gotta get some people at 70 to make that 100 come together for you. You know what I mean? So I'm just, I don't know.
That's the one thing I will give you credit about, being different with the way of your upbringing and, you know, the loyalty and the culture and all of that make a difference. Whereas a lot of people, especially today, no problem, a lot of people, especially today in America, man, they'll throw your ass in the garbage and swipe left in a heartbeat on you, man. And it's like you didn't even happen. You was just a bump in the road of my life. And sorry for you, but boom, and don't even call, check on you, do nothing, care at all. So you know, it's messed up. People do you like that. Samara said, I have an ileostomy, Elios. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry, but and you said that was too much.
I think you got it on the left.
Huh?
I think you got it. An ileostomy.
Okay. So I just stated myself. Well, you shouldn't have to do that. But I don't know what that is.
Yes, what is it?
Yeah, that was too much for your ex to deal with. That's going with what we said, though. He really wasn't there for you. He may have been there for how you guys may have felt when everything is going good. But no relationship is always perfect. Like always so good. You have to be with somebody for the good and the bad, the ups and downs. And if you could be with me only when everything is great, then you really ain't here with me. Yeah, right. Who can't be with somebody when everything is great?
Right, exactly.
When you're skinniest and looking your best and all dressed up, who don't want to be with you? You know what I mean? It's when you ain't in your best condition and this and that and whatever, is when you really discover who really there for you and care about you.
Right.
You know, so
I heard this girl say once that she was like, she said that she want to be able to go through all the bad times, because the good times is, like you said, anybody could be there when it's the good times, and she wanted her relationship to be able to withstand all the bad times. And she always would say that, I just want to fight through all the bad times with you, because then that means the good times are going to be great times. And I was just like, oh, I'm holding that.
Right. And see, the bad times when you with somebody that's really there for you are really good, because it's tough in that moment. But as time goes on and you're together, you could be like, man, remember when we didn't have the lights on? We was struggling. Look at us now. Like, man, I ain't know what we was gonna do, girl. You came up with the oatmeal and stuff, like, and hooked it up. Oh, I was like,
you put some cinnamon in that.
Exactly. Right. And that time you wasn't saying that, but as you go through all this stuff, those become the times you would laugh at and remember and stuff.
Right.
You know? So if everything was always great and smooth, like, who can't, you know, be around for that? It's the other stuff that make a relationship stronger and better.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's why people have been taught in America not to embrace the tough times and to try to self-medicate or run.
But everything is, I don't this. And Jay, we talked about that. I don't like that. But Rika, we talked about that as well, that everything is cancel culture. Like, relationships should not be cancel culture. Like she said, love is reciprocity. It has to be give and take, yin and yang. We got to flow together, work together, right? Not, like you said, not selfishness. So it's just sad that everything is, he did this and I just deaded him and da-da-da-da-da. Like, no, yo, that could be your guy that you just cut off because you didn't have the understanding to say, listen, we're going to work through this. You know what I mean? Everything is just cut. You think you're going to get something better, but I don't know.
Definitely. And Samara, we definitely do got you up in here, because over here ain't nobody perfect. We done all had our health problems, still going through them. And, you know, we got each other. We gonna be all right up in here. Ain't nobody ain't nobody like
family. We a family.
Right. You know, I'm still trying to make it every day my damn self, you know, and so, you know, all you can do is try to make each day better than the next. And you know, whether it's a few laughs, it may not be major steps, but a few laughs more, or whatever the case, or friendships, trying to get goals accomplished, whatever the case may be. Just keep working on it, you know, and then that's how you show these people out here, these haters or people that left or whatever, they the ones that made that mistake. Because you gave up on me when I was down, but you thought that's where I was going to stay.
Right. Boo for you.
Right. That was just something I had to go through to make me stronger.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just to show you how strong I really am, because remember, sometimes we don't see our strengths until we got to be strong, right? We don't really know how strong we are until we go through that shit and be like, oh, I am really this strong. You know what I mean? Because it could have broke a lot of people, but it ain't break me.
Damn right. Damn right. So, you know, and that's the way you defeat all of that negativity and those type of people, because ain't nothing wrong with them and they still ain't doing nothing with themselves.
Right.
You know? And so you gonna overcome all of the things that may be a reason for other people to quit or give up or not achieve what they want to achieve. And that lets them know that you the one with the problem, not us, you know.
Right. Or you know what, they just in addition to that, let me say, it don't matter what they do, whether they level up, because you know, negative, evil, bad mind people level up too. It don't matter nothing about what they do. It's just as long as you stay focused on you, you keep, your positive perspective, and you just keep on leveling up for yourself. It don't matter what they do. You just happy that that type of energy is no longer with you. You understand? Yeah. And then you're going to be at your highest heights with or without them, no matter where they at, because some people climb. Because one foot in front of the other mean you walking. It don't matter if you got good energy or bad energy. So if you do me dirty, I don't even care. I'm still going to do my next best to level up for myself, no matter what you do, because it's not about that person no more. You just got to be strong. And if they left, no worries. Just pick yourself up. You know what I mean? Wherever you at, it's okay for the moment, and then pick yourself up and keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I agree. All right, we got one last video we gonna play right here. It's kind of funny. Shout out to Barika for that super chat and for all the great videos and posts that you send me throughout the week, man. Love me some Barika, man.
Barika a real one.
Hell yeah, she a real one. Definitely. All right. This right here, this woman right here, she tripping. Let's see what she talking about right here. Says a pregnant woman cited for HOV violation says her unborn baby should count as a second person. And they try to say black women are the ones trying to do all of these scams.
This is HOV, parentheses 2.
And Brandy Patone was driving down Central Expressway. She came across a sheriff's checkpoint, targeting drivers, breaking the rules.
Starts peeking around. He's like, is it just you? And I said, no, there's two of us. And he's like, well, where's the other person? And I went, right here.
Patone is 34 weeks pregnant, but the officer told her that doesn't count.
And I said, well, not trying to throw a political mix here, but with everything going on, this counts as a baby. Signs is HOV, parentheses 2.
And Brandy Patone was driving down the expressway. She came across a sheriff's checkpoint, targeting drivers, breaking the rules.
So, what is HOV?
Oh, that's the fast lane.
Okay. All right. So that's like that carpool lane stuff.
Right. So it's either 2 or 3 people per car per vehicle to get in that lane. And you know what? With everything that's going on, then she should be right? Because they said the abortion issue is that this is a baby, it's a life. So I think she should win this case. Let's look into it. Let's track her and see.
Okay, I was just about to ask you what you think. Everybody in the comments, let me know. Put a 1B if she's right. That is 2 people in the car. And put a 2B if she tripping and she's just one person right now.
Jay, they trying to say that it's alive. That's of the abortion rights. They trying to say this is alive. This is a person from conception. So you gonna change the rules? Then you gotta change all the rules.
Right.
I'm not even being facetious or nothing like that either. I'm just going with what they say.
Yeah, she definitely has a good point with the way all the confusion is right now. I'll say that because it's not clear what a lot of this stuff really means. But I think that they are talking about people in a seat, and it's only one seat being occupied. But where she could win legally and technically is it doesn't say how many people in the seat. It just says people.
Right.
So she could say, well, technically, I still got one person inside of me, but we only are taking up one seat. But the sign doesn't say 2 seats or more being used. It says 2 people.
Persons in the car. Right. 2 persons in the car. They don't talk about seats.
Right.
I mean, we know the current law, but she's in a place right now that she could fight because they changing stuff. So she's in a place right now where fighting.
So I think she's wrong, but she's going to win because of the technicalities. They mean 2 people in a seat, but that's not what it said. and she used it to her advantage. And so I can't really be mad at her for that. You know, she got the law on her side right now. Yeah.
I agree with Tressa. She might just be the landmark case. She just might be the one to set the precedence,
I think
so that
too.
It could be covered. If she fights it all the way, because they're changing the laws right now, so they have to make adjustments. If you want to call the baby a life for anti-abortion laws, then she may set the precedence for it.
And I agree 100%.
I would go for it.
Yep. And so what they'll end up doing is probably letting her pass and maybe rewriting all
saying that it doesn't count.
Seats. Or no, they'll rewrite all the signs to say 2 seats occupied, and they'll leave that the baby is a life. And say, okay, she right, the baby's a life, but instead of 2 people, we'll say 2 seats must be used.
Let's see. We'll see.
Right.
If I was her, I would take it all the way just for spare time purposes.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So we'll see. All right, y'all. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Thank you so much for the super chats. They really do go a long way to help keep the channel going. So I definitely appreciate it. Kelly, thank you for coming as always with all that great energy, beautiful smile, great insight. Thank you for coming through. Look at you. Turning into a star over here right before our very eyes. Everybody, thank you for coming. What do you all think about us coming at 9 o'clock versus 10 o'clock? Put a 9 or put a 10.
Yeah, let's see what you think.
Yeah, which times would you prefer? Let me know, and I appreciate it. We try to make something happen, and everybody, I want y'all to have a good evening. I got a lot of videos and work to do. I'm trying to get this video content cranked out, so I'm working on some Shy videos and P Valley and stuff, so we'll see how it goes. I'm behind as I don't know what, so I'm trying to crank it up. But,
come through. I think, Jay, you were saying we would try and do the next P Valley, which is in 2 weeks. We could do like the first reactions after the show. Gina's gonna join us too, so come through. Or stay tuned. Jay will put up the notice to see for y'all to come through Saturday. Well, Sunday morning, right?
Yep. Be about 1:15 a.m. 1:20.
Yeah. Okay.
Seem like a lot of people prefer 9. A couple people prefer 10.
Maybe we'll do 9:30, Jay.
Split the difference.
Right.
All right.
Let's see. Text Jay, hit him up on Instagram, let him know your times, and then we'll see for next week, Tuesday.
Definitely. And Samara, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. And definitely best wishes to you and what you got going on. I definitely believe that, better days are ahead. And that's, truth right there. Yeah. So everybody, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all take care. Good night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, Thursday for the members, Friday, everybody else. All right. Deuces. I'm out.
Later.